The world is not a fairy tale. The good guy does not always win. In fact, the good guy usually loses. He loses because he is playing by the rules, while his opponent is playing to win. If you want to understand why your boss got promoted instead of you, or why politicians lie and still get elected, you need to stop studying ethics and start studying strategy. You need to study the man who wrote the most dangerous book in history, Niccolò Machiavelli. Welcome to the philosophy of the prince. In 1513, Machiavelli wrote a manual for rulers. The church hated it. They called it the Devil's Bible. Why? Because for the first time in history, someone admitted the ugly truth: to hold power, you must be willing to enter the path of evil. This creates the personality trait we call Machiavellianism. It is one of the Dark Triad traits. But unlike narcissism, which is emotional, or psychopathy, which is impulsive, Machiavellianism is cold, calculated, and long-term. A Machiavellian sees life as a game of chess. Other people are not friends or enemies, they're pieces. Rooks, knights, pawns, and a grand master is not afraid to sacrifice a pawn to capture a king. Here are the 3 laws of Machiavellian strategy that run the modern world. Law 1. The lion and the fox. Machiavelli wrote, "A prince must be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves." Most people are only one. If you're just a lion, aggressive, loud, forceful, you will eventually walk into a trap you didn't see. You will be canceled. You will be fired. If you are just a fox, sneaky, lying, avoiding conflict, the wolves will eat you because you have no teeth. To win, you must be a hybrid. You must smile and shake hands like a fox, but have the capacity for absolute ruthlessness, like a lion when the moment strikes. You must appear harmless right up until the second you strike. Law 2. Conceal your intentions. This is law number 3 of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Never reveal what you are actually trying to do. If you tell people your goal, you give them the opportunity to block you. A Machiavellian creates a decoy goal. They make a lot of noise about a fake plan to distract their enemies, while they quietly execute the real plan in the shadows. By the time their opponents realize what is happening, it is too late. The checkmate is already on the board. Law 3. It is better to be feared than loved. This is the most famous and misunderstood quote in history. Machiavelli didn't say love is bad. He said love is fickle. People will love you as long as you are useful to them. But the moment times get tough, they will abandon you. Fear, however, is durable. Fear of punishment, fear of loss, fear of consequences, this keeps people loyal even when they don't want to be. But there is a catch. Machiavelli warned. You must be feared, but you must never be hated. Hatred leads to rebellion. Fear leads to respect. The line between the two is razor thin. You might be thinking, this sounds evil. I don't want to be like this, and that is a noble thought. But you are naive. You are living in a world populated by Machiavellians. Your CEO is likely one. The politicians you vote for are definitely ones. You do not understand their playbook, you are not moral. You're a victim. You don't have to use these tactics to hurt people, but you must learn them to defend yourself. Cannot defeat a fox by being a rabbit. But this raises a terrifying question. Is Machiavellianism something you were born with, or is it something that happens to you? If I gave you absolute power, if I gave you a badge, a uniform, and a baton, and I told you that you could do whatever you wanted with no consequences, ... would you stay a good person? Or is there a monster sleeping inside you, waiting for the right situation to wake up? In 1971, a psychologist named Philip Zimbardo decided to test this. He took 24 normal, healthy college students. He put them in a basement. He made half of them guards and half of them prisoners. He thought the experiment would last 2 weeks. It had to be shut down in 6 days because of the torture. This is known as the Lucifer effect. It proves that evil is not a personality type, it is a situation. If you want to know what happened in that basement and how quickly normal people turn into sadists, you need to watch the next video. We are going to prison. Click it. The guards are waiting.